All right, folks, buckle up because this one is, well, it's pretty wild.
Oh, yeah.
We're going deep on a company called Cortical
Okay.
and their new product. They call it the CL1.
Hmm.
And get this, their marketing materials describe it as code deployable biological computers.
Ooh.
Yeah, you heard that right. Real,
Real.
living neurons on a chip. It's like, I don't know, science fiction or is it the future? Like right here, right now.
I mean, that's definitely, when I first saw it, I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Silicon meets neuron. What does that even mean?
Yeah, silicon meets neuron. That is the perfect tagline.
Yeah.
I mean, so what are we talking about here? What
Yeah.
exactly are these neurons on a chip?
Okay, so imagine this. They're growing actual brain cells, living brain cells on a silicon chip,
Wow.
which allows, this is the crazy part, it allows this like two-way communication between those biological neurons and digital systems,
Yeah.
like our computers and stuff.
So like they can talk to each other.
Yeah. And they even developed this like simulated environment. They call it biOS. It's basically like a virtual reality, but for these brain cells.
Whoa.
And so this biOS like shapes how these neurons develop, how they behave.
So we're not just talking about simulating a brain here. We're talking about harnessing actual neurons.
Yes.
Like their power.
Exactly. Exactly. And get this, they're even exploring like the potential of directly interfacing with these neural networks.
Whoa.
So you're not just observing, you're interacting with like living thought processes, you know?
Yeah.
That's beyond anything we've seen in like traditional computing.
Now they make this distinction between these biological neural networks and artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Why is that so important?
Well, AI, as advanced as it is, you know, still relies on these algorithms that humans make to mimic how our brains work.
Right.
But with this, with the CL1, you're like tapping directly into the source. Like you're working with the product of, 4 billion years of evolution. Like these neurons have adaptability, self-programming capabilities, things that AI just, dreams of replicating.
So they talk about keeping these neurons alive for up to 6 months
Yeah.
and what they call a closed loop system. What does that mean?
Okay, so closed loop system basically means it's self-sustaining. Like the neurons get everything they need to survive for those 6 months right there on the chip, which opens up, so many possibilities for research, like huge possibilities.
Like what? Like where could this really make a difference?
Well, think about like drug development
Yeah.
or disease research. Right now, we rely so much on animal testing,
All right.
which has all these ethical problems. It's expensive. It takes forever. The CL1, because it uses human neurons, could offer a way to do that testing without any of those issues.
Okay.
You could test a new drug on actual human neurons. It could
Wow.
change like everything about medicine.
And what about this deeper learning they keep mentioning?
Ah, yeah. So deeper learning is about studying how these real neural networks learn and adapt in real time. It's not just a static model. It's dynamic. It's changing. It's evolving. Like, imagine how much we could learn just by watching these neurons solve problems, not in some simulation, but like in real life.
Right.
It could lead to breakthroughs in how we understand, intelligence itself and fuel the development of really intelligent machines.
It all sounds incredibly energy intensive, but they highlight the CL1 sustainability.
Oh, yeah, that's another cool thing. It's super energy efficient, like a fraction of what traditional AI research uses,
Mhm.
which also means we can do longer research because we don't need all that power.
So what are we looking at here? A technology that blurs the lines between, I don't know, biology and technology. It could
Yeah.
revolutionize what medicine, AI research, maybe even what it means to be intelligent.
It's groundbreaking, a total paradigm shift, I think, for
Yeah.
all those fields.
It's hard to even wrap your head around the implications, I think. So I'll leave you with this. If we can code directly onto living neurons, like Cortical says, what does that mean for the future of intelligence? Are we just scratching the surface here? Could this be the beginning of something truly, I don't know, transformative?
Who knows? Only time will tell.
That's it for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you later.